Welcome everyone, welcome to another preview. This is MetalCanyon and we will be previewing Deliver Us the Moon from Kiyokan Interactive. I'm not really sure I'm pronouncing that correctly. Kiyokan Interactive. Either way, you'll have the links down below. Anyway, it is a third person slash first person, depending on what kind of funding they get, I assume. Survival, story-driven adventure. Where you have to save humanity as an astronaut. Here's the intro. 2069, and the world is sort of in shambles.
I'm afraid the worst has happened. Operation Global Remedy has failed, and we are looking at a vast depletion of the Earth's resources.
Should we engage on our final backup plan?
This astronaut is the only chance humanity has left for survival.
Are you aware this is a do-or-die mission? Once we launch, there's no turning back.
We have no choice. All mankind depends on it. Please, deliver us the moon. Deliver us. Please. Deliver us. Please. Deliver us.
Deliver us the moon. Now what the heck does that mean? Deliver the entire planet, the entire moon to Earth? Crash it into Earth? I mean, we obviously need resources from the moon, but anyway. So this is us. You can see that the European Space Agency has been swapped with a World Space Agency, so it's WSA instead of ESA now, which is an interesting touch. So we are the astronaut. Now, of course, remember, before we do anything, this is a proof of concept. This is something they're showing, so you can go to the Kickstarter and support it if you think it's interesting. This is not really a playable demo. I mean, it is a demo, but it's more of a, you know, proof of concept slash tech demo at the moment. So anyway, let's go up to the launch pad. Oops, I shouldn't be spoiling stuff. So, we can interact with objects, and you'll soon see that the game looks pretty good, considering it's a proof of concept. Yes, the textures are fairly low res, but, you know, there's some quite nice effects over here, if you can see. There's the outside. We're in Kazakhstan, and apparently it's all a barren waste. So we can also sprint. So there's the rocket, which will take us to the moon, and that's quite a nice touch. All that reflection over there from the sun, I quite like the look of that. HDR, of course. There, as you can see, the sky is very white over there, because it's so bright. Now, the strange thing that, you know, I see here is there's no one there. There's no communication. But, again, this isn't really the game yet. This is just a proof of concept. So, because we're, you know, a lazy fat ass, we're not gonna use the stairs. We're just gonna use the elevator to go up to the pod. So, it's 2069, and apparently, unfortunately, humanity has yet to, you know, make a more advanced craft than these huge rockets. Well, that's pretty cool. I never actually checked out the base down there. Anyway, let's go into the rocket pod. Alright, so here we are in the rocket pod. There we go. No, this is actually first person now, of course, as you can see. And Rocket Quick Start Guide. Start each event with caution. Wrong button will cause a full system shutdown. There are two phases, ground phase and air phase. Complete all 10 stages to arrive at space station. Now this is a small little, you know, mini game over here you have to play. It's not bad. I like actually, you know, doing my own stuff, pressing on buttons. I just wish it was a bit more technical or something. But again, proof of concept. So anyway, start ground launch sequencer. There we go. Retract orbiter access arm. Start auxiliary power units. Retract gaseous oxygen vent arm. Activate sound suppression system. Activate hydrogen burn-off system. And main engine start. Alright, let's do this. Now, look away if you get easily dizzy. Because this shaking, the quite annoying shaking, is gonna go on for a while. Unfortunately, there's nothing I can do about it. Yeah, it's quite severe. But if we look out the window, we're actually flying. Well, obviously, because we started the main engines and launched. Still shaking, still shaking. If you get dizzy with these things, don't look at the screen just yet. Still shaking, still shaking. There we go. We're escaping the atmosphere slowly. It's getting darker and darker. Still shaking. There we go. Not shaking anymore. Alright, now soon we'll be at stage 2. Actually, we haven't escaped the atmosphere yet. There's still clouds about. Never mind then. Alright, main engine cutoff. No, where is it? Main engine cutoff. Stage separation. And second stage ignition. Alright. And now we will arrive at the space station. Of course, whether this will be the actual gameplay in the final release of the game, you know, we don't know. It's probably going to be, but will be a lot more complex or, you know, a little nicer. It's already quite nice. I like doing stuff like that, you know, pressing my own buttons, flipping my own switches. Actually, that sounded weird. It sounded like I liked getting myself angry. Alright, so we're at the space station. And we can press this button over here. It says, warning, oxygen breach, which is weird. Why would oxygen breach anything? You mean hull breach? Low oxygen? Anyway, let's press this. And now on the back we have a countdown. 49, 48. Because there is no oxygen over here. Let's press this button. Bzz. So we're powering up the station. Now I have no idea whether the station is supposed to be empty, because it's apparently been lived in before, but I guess, you know, we are alone here. I don't know why there were enough resources for just one person. No, there's an oxygen canister over here we can refill. Yeah, I don't know why there was enough resources to just send one person. But there you go. Blimp. There we go, so that started working now. And if you look closely, it's actually a space elevator to the moon, which is pretty cool. Now there's these other areas, but nothing's in them except, you know, oxygen canisters. But actually, I have not tried this area yet, because when you press this button, these doors close. Wait a second, what? Oh, I see. This is, it's an actual breach over here. This door has been... But wait a second, it looks like it's a window. Because it's dirty. Alright, never mind. Nothing we can do about that at the moment. So let's close this. Doors will close there and open here. Oh, never mind. They will open here. Press that. Alright. So now we can go into the space elevator. It's kind of a shame that it doesn't actually show you... Well, it does show you kind of going down to the moon. I would like it a seamless transition, but, you know, I understand if there's technical obstacles. Oh, there we go. It actually does sort of show. And now we are on the moon. On the moon's space station. Press F for flashlight. Not really required in the moment at this stage in the game, but there we go. So, space station. Pretty big, isn't it? And something was going on here because, you know, why would this door be blocked otherwise like that? So, our mission is to save humanity by delivering the moon? Now, whether that means, you know, getting enough helium-3 back to Earth, or getting some other resources, I don't know. Anyway, let's go in here, where we will acquire a rather strange little device. Alright, another button. There we go. And for some reason, door's closed. Now this is not really a gun. If I aim it and press, nothing happens. I've only noticed later that when you aim it at doors, you can shoot this strange little electrical bolt thing, I guess, into these little things to power them. In case of an emergency, applying high voltage will cause doors to open. So there you go, it's some kind of a high voltage gun. Now I have no idea whether the game will have, you know, any enemies, which would, you know, very well place it into the realms of sci-fi, which it is already, but, you know, monsters on the moon? Now, with survival, the survival aspect, I'm assuming... Oh, what's that? Yeah, see, this space station was made for quite a few people. Now, with the survival aspect, I'm assuming it's going to be food and water. So, if you've seen the latest movie, The Martian, I believe it's called, I'm assuming it's going to be a bit like that. You know, grow your own food, distill your own water, or, well, make it, and just, well, deliver the moon. So let's go down here to this rather bizarre device. There we go. Oh, didn't want to do that. I sort of clipped through the doors. There we go. Now you can switch items, and he actually puts it on the back, which is kind of cool. Alright, so let's put the little thing over here. Blip. And press it. So now what we need to do, if we go back up here, it's going to say ASE droid on pedestal. Pedestal lifted. First power pole activated, second and third. Doesn't really matter in what order we do it. But we're going to do it, so you can see. Blip. Man. It's quite violent. Alright, so now we can actually charge the little droid. There we go. Second power pole is activated. Activate main procedure. There we go. Man! Charging things in the future is a very violent ordeal. Look at that. Quite violent indeed. Alright. Hello. Oh, look. Whoa. He just became bigger. Hey, little bot. So this is going to be our little companion. I have no idea what... No, he's bouncing a bit. I have no idea what kind of a role he will be playing, but he's quite cute. And he's got those little boosters. Oh. And he's quite drunk as well. He keeps bumping into things. And he follows you, which is kind of creepy. If you try to get away, nope. He's gonna keep going after you. There you go. Alright, let's go to these doors we haven't opened yet. And over here. Which way? Ah, yes, over here. Place. Now, I have no idea what he's doing there. I'm assuming he's powering the thing. And there's the elevator. Come on, little bot. He's just going to teleport to us. Yeah, there he is. And he's got a little shield as well, it appears. Warning, no oxygen. However, now we actually walk onto the surface of the moon. There's a buggy that's incomplete over here. And it would be cool if you could, you know, make these things. Make the buggies, make your equipment. And I'm assuming since it's a survival, it's going to be a survival game, this will be possible. There we go. We are on the surface of the moon. Awesome. What those things are, I have no idea. But there we go. That was the short proof of concept of Deliver Us the Moon. The music is still going. Now, the game really intrigues me. It's going to be episodic, which might not necessarily be my favorite type of, release. But yes, episodes are going to be released over the course of 1 year, according to the developer. It's going to be a survival exploration adventure, open world. I have almost forgotten to mention that. It's going to be open world, which is one of my favorite types. And yeah, considering it's survival, we'll probably be building and growing food and stuff like that. So it should be pretty interesting. So yeah, not really a lot more to say, considering it was so short and not a lot happened. But there you go, that was Deliver Us the Moon. I was a little late in previewing this, for which I apologize to the developer, but I was quite busy. But they still have their Kickstarter up at the moment of this recording. They have it for about 17 days, I think. So you can go and support the game. It's almost reached its funded status right now. So there you go. Check out the links down below in the video, and yeah, Deliver Us the Moon. MetalCanyon out.